Yes, let us start our science class. Yeah, in previous class what we have studied? Yeah, we have started new chapter, that is a crop production and management. In that chapter we have studied some of the basic things what they are using in our agricultural practices. Yes, now tell me students, what are the main agricultural practices nowadays they are doing? Yes, we have listed some points, different points. What are those? Yes, first we have to prepare the soil, and we have studied in that how we can prepare the soil. What are the different tools we are using? Many things we have studied. Plow we have studied, hoe we have studied, upon that the new tractors, all those things. Yes. Before that we have studied about the seasonal crops. So to study the seasonal crops we have to know what is crop. That also we have studied. What is crop? Just define the term crop. Yes. Next in that, by seeing the season, crops are divided into two types. What are those? Yes, Kharif and Rabi crops. In Kharif, in which season it is? Yes, in rainy season. Those crops are cultivating in the rainy season. They are called as Kharif crops. And in winter season, which are the suitable crops to cultivate in the winter? That is called as Rabi crops. And we have discussed the different examples also we have discussed. Upon that, in summer also they are preparing or they are preferring some crops. Okay, that is also their vegetables, etc. Yes. After that we have studied the agricultural practices. In that we have studied first point, that is the preparation of soil. We have to prepare soil first. Okay, because of that we have to test the soil, how it will be, all those things we have, which place we are going to do the agriculture, everything we have to take in our or else keep in our mind. After that everything, the land is correct land, now land is we have preferred or we have chosen the land. Next what we have to do? We have to sow, or sowing is very important. Yes, so first we'll discuss or list the agricultural practices. Just look at here student, these are the agricultural practices. Yesterday we have discussed or else we have just glanced about this one. What are first one? Preparation of soil. In last class we have completed how we have to prepare the soil. After that next one is the sowing. In today's class we are going to study more about the sowing. Write down the heading, that is sowing. Now tell me student, what it means, sowing means? Yeah, in Kannada we are saying that is bittane, bittudu. So what we have to do? Yeah, we have to sow in our land. We have to, the sowing is very important. But before sowing what we have to do? Yes, we have to select the seed. The selection of seed is very important before the sowing. So we have to know which is a good quality seed, clean seed, healthier seed, all those things we have to select. Okay, any damaged seed, if we are adding any, we are taking or we are selecting the damaged seed, maybe it is lost to us. So we have to select seed with high quality, good quality we have to take. Upon that clean, no any damage in that seed. Upon that healthy, it should be disease free seeds. If you are going to select any diseased seed, what will happen? Yes, we won't get a good result or good yield. So we have to avoid that one. Next tell me student, how you can check whether it is or whether this seed is good or else healthier seed. How we are going to select? Whether have you seen your grandfather or any ancestor or anywhere or else any farmers, how they are selecting the seed? What methods they use to, generally which method they are preferring? Yes, how they are doing? What they are doing? Yeah, they are taking water in a bucket full of water, Just they will put entire seed to that one, they will dissolve that one. What happened is those good quality or as high weighted seeds goes down. Which one will float then? Yes, damaged. Which holes, if it is there any hole means every seeds, what is a damaged seed, it will float. So easily in this method they can separate high quality or good quality seed or else which is damaged seed and other, okay, which comes down, that seed they are going to select for the sowing purpose. So you have to do that same activity. Take any seeds, okay, take any seeds what you have, if it is what a wheat or anything, and take a bucket of water and just dissolve that entire seed you have to add to that one. Just dissolve it. After few minutes you have to observe that bucket, what will happen to the seeds. So surely you will get two types of seeds, that is one it is floating and one it is what you can see under the or else the bottom of the bucket, the collection of seeds we can get. Okay, what the farmers are doing, they are selecting this seed only. Okay, what is floating seed they are removing from that one, they are throwing that one, that is no need for any more. Okay, it is not going to germinate, so they are not selecting that seed. Okay, this is a activity to you. Next we will see the tools, what they are using the tools for what purpose? Tools for, yes, for the sowing purpose. We will see what are the tools they are using. Now it is a question mark to us, which tools they are going to select. Do you know any tools they are selecting? Yes, we saw just what the farmer is doing. He will take in a bucket and just he will going to spread that seed, okay, to the entire field. Actually in traditional tool it is, there is a one traditional tool. In olden days what they are doing, they are taking a traditional tool. Okay, actually the tool has a funnel shape like this. See, it is having the funnel shape like this. Okay, they are taking the seed to here, they are filling the seeds they are going to fill like this, and there will be a pointed end. Yes, what they are doing, actually this is our field, here they are going to what, sowing seeds. Okay, here 3-4 seeds will come together. Okay, olden days they are doing like that, nowadays they are not preferring that one. Actually they need a plow only for this one, in that upon that they need a cattle for this one, everything. Okay, see nowadays what they are doing, in modern days, nowadays what they are doing, they are selecting the seed drill. Have you seen the seed drill? How it will be? It is rotating. See, continuously it is rotating. What they are doing? They are filling the seeds in that one. So it is continuously, it is drilling the field and it is going to seed over there. Okay, and nowadays they are taking this because it has many advantages. What you know, if manually if they are throwing the seed means what will happen? Yeah, number of seeds, if it is more than 2 or 3 seeds will come together. Once it is germinating, it will be a problem for that one. So this drill purpose, the drill missions, what they are doing, seed driller it is. See what it is doing, equally it is going to give the seed. Equally it is maintaining the distance, equally it is. Upon that the depth also, how it is, equal depth. Just will dig small and they will, it is not they, it is, that is actually mission, that a mission is going to drill this or else sowing the seeds. Yes, now tell me why they are maintaining equal distance and depth for the sowing purpose. Just think of student, why they are preferring that one. Equal distance I said, equally they are going to, equal distance they are maintaining. Why it is? Yeah, if it is there is no distance, equal distance, if the number of clusters of seeds we can see, what will happen? After the germination, we can get number of plants or number of germinated seeds together. So what will happen? It will be, if it is which is more stronger, they can grow. Other plants, what a plant will die over there. Upon that, the nutrients also won't get properly, it may die. Okay, there is a loss of the farmer. So what they are doing? The equal distance they are maintaining. Upon that, why they are giving or else digging, they are maintaining the depth also equal. Why? Yeah, because otherwise what will happen? If it is a field, here the seeds are here, means what will happen? Any birds or any insect can catch that one, no? They can pick that one. So what they are doing? They are just digging the depth also, they are going to take or else they are maintaining. Okay, because to avoid the insect or avoid the any birds, otherwise they can pick, they can take over there. Okay, to avoid that one, they are maintaining equal distance and depth. Keep it in our mind, that is very important when we are going to sow any, or else while sowing it is very important. The protection of seed is very, very important. Upon that, by choosing this seed driller, saving time. Time also can be saved. Upon that, the labor, how it will be labors. Nowadays we are not getting labors for the manual works. So if you are going to use such a machines, it is very, very nice. Time consuming. Upon that, labors also, if it is 1 or 2 man is there, means they can, or 2 farmer means they can maintain all. Upon that, avoiding overcrowding. What I said here, overcrowding also maintained or else avoided because of this seed driller. Come to know. Next we will see, so we have completed about the sowing. Come to know now what is sowing, what are the measures you have to take while sowing. That is very important. Before that, we have to choose a good quality, healthier and heavier seeds we have to select. Next we will see the adding manures and fertilizer. That is a third agricultural practice. After sowing, we have completed sowing. Next we have to take in our mind how we can add manures or else how we can add fertilizer or else which is suitable to us or else which is having more benefit or else which is cheaper. All those things we have to take in our mind. So we will study about the adding manures and fertilizer. That is the third point. Now tell me students, what is these manures or fertilizer? What they are ruling? What is the role of this? What they are doing? Or else what is the role of these manures and fertilizers? Why we are choosing this one? Yes, the substance which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients. That is manures. But what they are doing? For the healthy growth of the plants are called manures or fertilizer. What we are doing? We are adding the different nutrients to increase the soil fertility. That is called as manures and fertilizer. Okay, next, what the methods we are taking to replenish the soil fertility, that is called as a manuring. Write down that word, that is manuring. Manure means that is a substance, that process is called as manuring. Okay, write down, define manuring. What is that? Farmers have to add manures to the field to replenish the soil with nutrient are called manuring. Yes, now come to know what is manure. Tell me what is manure? Manures means we are adding any leaves, any cow dung, cattle dungs, all those things are the manures. Yeah, next, what is fertilizer? Fertilizer means nothing but it is man-made. It is not at all the natural one. That is a man-made. Industrially the people are preparing. That is a synthetic material. We have studied in the previous lesson what is synthetic. So synthetic means what? It is manually they are preparing in the industry, but it is also having the good role in our agriculture. What they are doing? Tell me what they are doing. These fertilizers are increasing the soil nutrients. That is also needed to us. That is also a friend to a farmer. So don't say with any farmer, don't use any fertilizer. Yes, but if you are using more and more fertilizer, the fertilizer may cause several problems to us. That is soil pollution. How it leads to soil pollution? Upon that, the water pollution. How it leads to the water pollution? There is a connection between the soil and water body, soil and air, and soil and us. So what will happen? If we are adding more and more fertilizer, fertilizer may decrease the soil fertility. So what happened? If you are adding enough quantity means nothing will happen. If you are going to add more and more fertilizer, chemical fertilizer, the fertilizer may decrease the soil fertility. What will happen? The soil is less fertile. We won't get a proper yield, or else proper crop won't grow over there. So we have to avoid more and more usage of chemical fertilizer. If it is very necessary, you have to add. Otherwise there is no chance. Otherwise we can't do anything. If a particular fertilizer, a particular nutrient is not there in our soil, just imagine students, I have a field. Okay, in my field there is a deficiency of nitrogen. So what the measures I can take to overcome this one? So I have to use fertilizer, chemical fertilizer. If I am adding manures, that is a bio-fertilizer, what will happen? I don't know whether I am getting that nitrogen as a nutrients. So I have to add, but what I have to do? The minimum quantity I have to add. Simply I can't add more and more that fertilizer. Do you know any example for this fertilizer? Chemical fertilizer? You come to know that it is a chemical itself. Write down one, urea. Have you seen urea? Generally we are using nowadays more and more urea. So observe, if you have urea in your home, note down the colors how it will be, and note down the textures how it will be. Okay, write down first one, that is a urea. Any other fertilizer you know? NPK. Yes, NPK. What is this N? N is a nitrogen, P is a phosphorus, K is a potassium. So if you are adding this fertilizer, we can get 3 nutrients together. See, 3 nutrients. Have you seen NPK? Yes, if you have, just observe the textures and colors. Okay, next one, that is a superphosphate. Write down superphosphate as a third one. Fourth one, ammonium sulfite. Have you seen the ammonium sulfite? Nowadays we are using this more and more. Okay, to get sulfur and to get the nitrogen nutrients, we are adding this one, that is ammonium sulfate. Any other? Potash. Potash also nowadays we are using potash. Write down that potash. Now tell me what will happen. I am using more urea. I have my home garden. Just think of, or imagine like that. We have our home garden. So for any pot we are adding more urea. What will happen? Once my plant will grow like anything. After some time what will happen? Yeah, there will be an excessive amount of urea. It may cause dangerous to the plants. Plants may die. Upon that, the fertility of soil may decrease. Not increasing. Once we are adding, it may increase. Continuously if you are adding, upon that it is excessive means it may decrease. So what will happen? It leads to the soil pollution. Once these it is mixed with water. When rain comes, it will mix with water. It leads to the water body. There will be a water pollution. Same as that, there is a chance of air pollution also. Okay, so we can choose which one more? Yes, that is a biofertilizer. That is a manures we can use more and more. If it is necessary, we can use a chemical fertilizer. While adding, we have to keep it in our mind. If it is excessive, means that is a dangerous. Next, one more method, student. Other method of replenishing the soil with nutrient, we can do the crop rotation. Do you know what is crop rotation? What is crop rotation? What is that crop rotation? Yes, see here, crop rotation means, now I have a field. What I am doing, in rainy season, I used to do paddy field in that one. I used to choose the paddy in that because it is a rainy season crop, so it can grow nicely over there. So after the crop, after the field, everything finished, I harvested, I got the nice yield. Next, what I am doing, in that same field, I am going to do any leguminous plants. What is that leguminous plants? Yes, we have studied in the previous lesson. What is that leguminous? Leguminous means nothing but it is having the root nodules in that. We have drawn the structural, diagram, picture also we have drawn. In that we have studied how it will be. It is having the root nodules like this. See, it is a root of any leguminous plants. It may have, see, not it may, it is having the root nodule. In this root nodule, if you are going to observe under the microscope, you are just smashing that one and observing under the microscope, we can see the bacteria called what? Yeah, that is a rhizobium. We have studied that is a, like these rod-shaped bacteria we can see. These are friend to us. What they are doing, this bacteria? Yes, they are able to fix the nitrogen. So it is very friend, so they are very close to us. What they are doing? They are increasing the soil fertility. So what is the benefit of doing the crop rotation? After the paddy, I am going to do the leguminous plants like a pea or anything. What will happen? My soil enriches the fertility, the nitrogen fertility, nitrogen nutrient will increases. So next time in the rainy season, once again I am doing the same paddy. What will happen? I will get more yield because there will be a rich of nitrogen. So my paddy plants can get more and more nitrogen. They can grow nicely. Come to know that is a benefit of crop rotation. Come to know crop rotation. One crop, next another one more, next another one more. There is no rest to our land continuously. So continuously the soil loosening, continuously we are giving the water to that one. So everything it will be very helpful to this one. Next we will see the advantage. What is the advantages of manure? Yes, enhance the holding capacity, water holding capacity. Upon that soil pores will increase, soil fertility will increase. Upon that the microbes, the friendly microbes are, the number of friendly microbes will increase. Upon that it will increase the texture of the soil. Next we will see the difference between manures and fertilizer. Okay. Next we will glance once the difference between fertilizer and manures. What is fertilizer first? Man-made inorganic salt, that is a chemical fertilizer. Here manures, decomposition of cattle, dung or else plant residue it is. Yeah, plant residue. Second one, prepared in factories. To prepare this one we need factory. What about this one? In field only we are preparing that one. Just we are going and dumping all things. So it finally turns as a manure. Next, third one, does not provide any humus to the soil. We know that humus in organic fertilizer there is no any humus, but what happens here? Provides a lot of humus to the soil. Yes, correct, no? Agreeing, no, that point? Yes, next we will see the fourth one, rich in plant nutrients. Already these points we have discussed, so I have written the difference here. See here, plant nutrients. One example they have written here: phosphorus, nitrogen, and potassium. All the nutrients will increase. Upon that, what will happen here? If you are adding manure to that one, we can't say particularly this one increased or that one increased. So less rich in plant nutrients. Okay, generally we can get the nutrients, but the particular nutrients we can't get. This is all about the difference between the fertilizer and manures. Next we will see the irrigation system. So we have completed sowing, we have completed adding manures and fertilizer, we have completed. Next point we will see the irrigation. What is irrigation? Do you know irrigation? Have you seen irrigation, whether it is there in your home? Irrigation, if you have, just observe that one, write down what the method they are taking to do this irrigation. Okay, actually irrigation means what they are doing, the supply of water to the crop, but it should be regular interval. Okay, whenever these plants needed water, that time we have to give the water. Simply continuously if the water is supplying means it may harmful to that one. Excessive water means also it is dangerous. If it is a lesser or is a less quantity water means also it is dangerous. So we have to maintain that one. Come to know. Next we will see the sources of irrigation. How, in what way, or else which are the different sources of irrigation. What and all? Commonly we can say well, or else tube well. Upon that ponds, upon that lakes, upon that river. What about the dam? Yeah, if we have dam near to us, we can use that. Canals also we can use. Next we will see the traditional methods of irrigation. Okay, what they are doing in traditionally, they are choosing cattle or human labor. Human labor only they are choosing. By the help of this, what they are doing, they are using different systems. Okay, we will see the diagram here. That is the first one is a moat, second one is chain pump, upon that Dekli and Rahat. These are the three types. We will write down here. First one, yes, second one, chain pump, third one, Dekli and Dekli. Fourth one is Rahat. Okay, just observe the diagrams, what it is, how it will be. The pictures it is, just you have to observe how they are. Okay, yes. Next, in modern ways, what they are doing? They are preferring the sprinkler. Have you seen this always it is sprinkler we are saying. What it is doing? It is having the rotating nozzle to it. So what it is continuously sprinkling. So what about the water wastage? Water wastage is more. So it is continually, it is sprinkling the water. So if you have enough amount of water, okay, you can use this one. Once you are preparing, once you are ready for that one, just you can switch on, it will continuously, the water supply will occur. So it is very easy method to us, but the water lossage is more. So if you have more water, you can do that one. But it is very suitable for the arecanut plantation and all, but it is very difficult to implement in our paddy field. Yes, it is very difficult to implement in some other, if we can't, what a sprinkler system we can't choose for all, for some it is. Okay, second one is a drip system. Have you seen the drip system? Yes, look at here, this is a drip system. What here they are doing? They are taking the drips. Drips means how it is? They are taking the pipes. Here see it is what they are doing. The pipes they are taking in pipe, they are for each route they are supplying one pipe. In that pipe the continuous supply of water, but there will be no water wastage. Drop by drop waterfall will occur. So it is very suitable to us, those who have less or as minimum quantity of, or we are not having sufficient amount of water means we can implement this one. Okay, but in a sprinkler system, look at here the sprinkler system, how it is just rotating. Upon that, drip system, what they are doing, it is very suitable to us for the arecanut plantation or any, we can for the coconut plantation, we can choose this one. And this is all about the irrigation. So we have studied first point in agricultural practice, we have completed the preparation of soil, second sowing and organic manures, that is a fertilizer and manures we have completed. Next we have completed the irrigation system. Later we will see next point in next class. Just will glance what we have studied in today's class. Sowing means what? Upon that we have studied the difference between the manures and fertilizer. What is manuring? What is a different examples for the chemical fertilizer we have discussed. And crop rotation, what is the help of that one, what is the benefit of doing this crop rotation, advantages of manures also we have discussed. Irrigation system, what they are doing in traditional we have discussed. Upon that, nowadays in modern way, in modern days what we are implementing in our agriculture. But because of this modern implement or implication of these all methods, we can do agriculture or else we can maintain our agriculture very nicely. Yes, otherwise it may be very difficult to us. Write down the question, student. First one, what is sowing? Write down the difference between manures and fertilizer. What is the advantages of crop rotation? Write down the advantages of manures. Yes, what are the different methods they are implementing in irrigation system? Modern and traditional you have to write. Okay, thank you students.